wouldn't surprise me if we end the year up more like 140,000, 180,000, something like that. I mean, we could just have an exponential rise.
Renowned investor and Wall Street expert Fred Kreuger emphasized in a recent interview that October has historically been a period of strong gains for Bitcoin, especially during presidential election years. He highlighted that in the last 5 Octobers, Bitcoin has seen considerable price appreciation. Building on Bitcoin's strong performance in September, Krueger forecasts the digital asset could hit $80,000 in October. He predicts that a Harris election victory would lead to moderate price growth due to expected regulatory approvals, with further gains as the US dollar continues to depreciate. On the other hand, if Trump wins, Krueger expects a sharp Bitcoin rally, driven by favorable regulations, possibly pushing prices to $100,000 or more by the year's close. Make sure to watch to the end of this video where Fred Kreuger shares in more detail how he sees the US election impacting the price of Bitcoin. Also, if you enjoy listening to crypto-related content, please show your support by liking and subscribing to this channel by following the link in my bio. And get access to my free daily crypto updates and expert predictions direct to your inbox. Each newsletter contains market intelligence, on-chain data and latest updates from experts in the crypto space. All of this is available completely free of charge. Signing up only takes a moment and you can always change your mind later on. Now back over to Fred Kreuger.
But let's look at these numbers. They're pretty remarkable. We had 2 negative Octobers. We've had the last 5 Octobers have been good. The 2 Octobers in a presidential year cycle have been good. So we've just been having a very, very good month of October. I wouldn't bet against it. And if you look at these numbers a little bit more closely, you can kind of see these numbers are actually really good. 20% plus, 30% in 2021, 30% effectively last year. So could we move 20% in October? Yeah, I think we can. From 60,000, that'll get us over 70,000 in October. I think 70K in October is definitely doable. Maybe even 80K, maybe even all-time high in October. Seems possible. So wouldn't bet against it. We had especially a exceptionally good September. In September was a bad seasonal month, and we had a very good September. So the best one on record, actually. And in the other months where September was positive, as Beagle points out, October was great too. So here in 2016, September was good, October was good. In 2015, September is good, October is very good. And in 2023, September was good, October was great. I think nominally, if Harris wins, there might be an initial phase of, oh, I'm disappointed, I should sell Bitcoin. There's going to be more regulation on Bitcoin. I think that would be only very small, very nominal, and pretty soon the greater realization that money printing is going to continue will go on. And that'll be very good for Bitcoin. So I don't even think that realization is going to take more than a month. So even if Harris gets in, I think the month of November and December could be very good for Bitcoin. I think if Trump gets in, I think we get an immediate jump, because I think that means all crypto gets reevaluated. I think the SEC gets changed. I think the Elizabeth Warren choke point 2.0 plan gets thrown in the garbage. And I think we immediately jump to well above 100,000. I mean, very quickly. It wouldn't surprise me if we end the year up more like 140,000, 180,000, something like that. I mean, we could just have an exponential rise. I'm not playing this thing day to day. I don't trade the market. I'm just long Bitcoin. Sometimes I buy a little bit more Bitcoin. I think it's a good time to buy Bitcoin right here. You're below the trend line. You've got a possible catalyst on the way up. So if you buy and Trump gets elected, which the poly market odds are now saying 50-50, then you've got you've got a really good position. It's great to be really in the money in Bitcoin, because then you sort of care less. It drops 20%, you don't care. If you just bought, it drops 20%, you're hurting. It's really good to get your foot in the door and to have a position that's like profitable and has a big margin of profit in it. Certainly the legal environment is going to change very favorably to Bitcoin in the next year if Trump's elected. And if Trump's not elected, it's not the end of the world for Bitcoin. It might be the end of the world for the U.S. economy, but maybe not. But certainly not for Bitcoin. So I'm very, I think we're in a very good position.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for news and expert predictions direct to your inbox.